like it when she rock her hip, then wait and tilt. She rock her hip, then wait and tilt. She rock her hip, she rock her hip, she rock her hip, then wait and tilt. Hey, look at the hips.
Hey girls, Merry Christmas. Let me get this camera angle together. Okay, there we go. So girls, I am so excited. Today is officially the first day that I have celebrated Christmas with my family or with anybody in a periodically long time. I'm gonna say it's probably been 8 years. Typically I just do Christmas by myself or whatever, and so I'm coming out of my shell, girl. My cousin is actually trying to get me out of the house this weekend, but anyway, I didn't have time to like show y'all my outfit or anything like that, you know, and so I might do that when I get home. I can't say that I'm going to do too much filming at my sister's house because, you know, you want to respect your family's privacy. But I just came in to say Merry Christmas to you girls, and then I'll give you guys a call later on when I get home.
I'm sorry, God. You really did keep you. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey girls, we're getting ready to go to like a little jazz thing. My cousin y'all, my cousin convinced me to get out of the house, so we're gonna go do that. But let me show y'all my outfit. Y'all seen this before, but it's so cute. Now I've never worn this before, but I did a shop your closet. Okay, so it is this super cute set. This is a bodysuit, and these are the pants. This whole outfit is from ASOS. It's made by a company called Extro Invert. Super cute, and I got this a very, very, very long time ago. I love it, y'all. Look how long the pants are. And so I like the fact that they fit right over my shoes. As far as the jewelry, you guys have seen this bracelet before. I have on my really cute earrings. These earrings are from a most recent collab I did with who did I do that? Atello Jewelry. So yeah, girl, this is the look. But girl, we need to get some gas and then be headed that way. So I'm probably just gonna call you guys when I get in the car. All right, girls, we have a change of plans. My cousin texted me and she was like, this ain't it. I feel so cute, girls. Y'all, I have on these like pasties that stick on your clothes and on your boobs. And so yeah, I'm just trying to make sure don't nothing slip out. You know what I'm saying? Edo, Houston. All right, let's hit it, girls. Okay, girls, so this area has changed so much, girl. The last time I was over here, it was literally just buildings. No, you know, no homes, no offices, nothing, but it is really, really nice. So we're going to the spot slash Edo. Y'all know I haven't been out in a while, so I don't be knowing. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get a little bit of footage, see who all up in here, hang out for a little while, and then we're going back to the house.
Drop it to the floor, that's a slow, shout is all pro, that's the way to go. Tell her booty, ooh, we got a glancing every time that react. I talk a pretty cat. Give me that fake cat. Don't act on the pill, you got me.
Girl, we had a time tonight. The men are outside, okay? But girl, wait a minute, let me tell you, I knew it was time to go when I seen this dude, and he was very, very sexy. But girl, he gonna sit up and talk about, yeah, when I seen you, I was like, yeah, that's a fine little bitch right there. I said, oh, it was at that moment I knew he fucked up. Baby, it's time to go. Cause you're not finna call me no little bitch. I'm done. I don't like that. So anyway, girls, we are getting ready to head home. Y'all, it's only 9:07 and I'm hungry. So we might stop at Taco Cabana to grab like a little something or whatever. Just a little snack. And then we're going to head to the house after that. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel oily. Yeah, girl, I met a girl on my way to the car or whatever, and we just like walked with each other and stuff like that or whatever. I met quite a few fellas. So girls, we might be going on a couple of dates. I ain't gonna lie, girl, y'all, I met this one guy. He was so fine. Oh, pop goes Alicia, go pop. He was fine. And then y'all know, like, I'm a little bit of a lightweight with the drinks. I'm not like a big drinker or anything like that. So I had one lemon drop. Okay, girls, let me try to figure out like how to get back to our side of town. And then once I get, you know, get everything situated, I'll give you guys a call back.
Hold you to the dirt, and that's one thing I own. Me all the way you get a honorable mention. I'm a slut. Second when I drive, baby, know what I like. You getting fucked tonight, make you ready tonight. She know I'm one of a kind. I could be mine. Baby, now you be my type.
Listen, girls, when I tell you, y'all ever heard that song is levels to this shit? In Houston, it is absolutely levels to it. So I noticed the crowd was getting a little bit younger. It was time to go. Because, yeah, all the sophisticated, you know, seasoned, sophisticated people of a particular age, they come out earlier. And then the crowd starts to turn over, you know, at about 9:30. But you always know when the crowd is starting to turn over, when guys are starting to be like, come here. Because grown men don't tell sophisticated, beautiful women to come here. You know what I mean? That's not what they do. But anyway. Girl, y'all, when I tell you, I had so many interviews tonight. One guy I met, he was nice or whatever. And he was telling me like, oh, you know, if I'm in your way, let me know. Girl, please, I'ma be honest. Girl, the minute he got up, baby, somebody else was sitting in his seat like 5 minutes later or whatever. So I'm not gonna lie, girls. I had a good time, but I broke my bracelet, my charm bracelet that I was wearing. And so I noticed that some of the charms fell in my purse. Somebody found the actual bracelet itself. So when we get home, I'm gonna try to like assemble it and see what all we can salvage. So that was kind of like, you know, a little bit disappointing or whatever. But overall, I had an amazing night. We're definitely gonna be getting out, you know, doing, you know, more stuff or whatever. But it was some, I'm not gonna lie, it was some good prospects there tonight or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I met this one guy, girl, he was fine. Ooh, he was fine. I was like, golly, that baby. What we say, pop goes the Weezer, cause the Weezer go, y'all, he was so fine. He was like chocolate. He was fine. You could tell that he be in a gym or whatever. You can tell he works out. He takes really good care of his body. And y'all, he had glasses, girl. Can y'all see me okay? Hold on, let me bring this up a little bit. Yeah, girl. He had glasses. Y'all know I love men with glasses or whatever. And he was dressed really, really nice or whatever. So yeah. Then I met another dude. Yeah, we met quite a few fellas tonight. So that should be pretty interesting. But I think I'm gonna stop at Taco Cabana and get like this dip. It's like beans with cheese with like cilantro, ground meat. It's called like a queso something type of dip. So I think we're gonna get that because it comes with cheese, and that way, you know, when I wake up in the morning, girl, my face won't be swole up like Leon Spinks. I told you guys that's why I don't do like a lot of drinking, because when I wake up my face swells. So tonight we're gonna do a good exfoliant. We're gonna do some eye pads, you know, I'm saying not the eye pads but the eye patches. We're gonna do that, and that way that'll keep like some of the inflammation down. We're gonna eat a little something, and then we're gonna drink a lot of water. I ran out of electrolytes and Gatorade. So I don't have any of that. And so we're going to drink a lot of water tonight to get everything nice and flushed out. And girls, I wanted to go on this street. No, it's raggedy. I wanted to go on like a little bit of a hike tomorrow at Terry Hershey Park. So we'll see. So I'm going to be honest, like I want to get up tomorrow like at 7. I need to check the weather and see what the weather is going to be like so we can, you know, get prepared to go on our cute little hike. And I want to cook. I want to make like some chicken, greens, yams, and some brown rice. And so we'll see. I have those are very aspirational plans for tomorrow, girls. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to accomplish all of that. But anyway, girls, I don't want to ramble. Plus, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I want to finish listening to Gunna, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I love his album. I'm gonna just say this. I just love how he carries himself. He don't talk too much. You don't really hear him in a lot of drama. When all of that stuff happened with Slim Thug, not Slim Thug, I'm sorry, Young Thug. When all of that stuff happened, like Gunna never said anything. Like if he did, he said it in one of his songs, but that was about it. So I just love how he carries himself. I love his album. And so yeah, I'm about to finish kind of listening to that a little bit, and then I'll just talk to you guys when we get to the house. All right, girls, I am home. And I don't want to go to sleep with my wig smelling like smoke because I might want to wear this hair again. Y'all seen this before, but anyway, this is like a dry shampoo, moisturizing spray, all of the things, girls. So we're gonna use this to kind of, let me see. Yeah, this is gonna kind of get that smoke smell out. But anyway, y'all know I had to call y'all back and talk about the night. So girls, the men were out. Okay, they were everywhere, and they was on the head bombshell. So y'all know, like, I don't do too much or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of go when I do go out. You guys, this is our first time going out since earlier this year. Remember, we went to that Kappa event, but we haven't really been out since then. And so when I go out, it's just for the sake of breaking the monotony, you know what I'm saying? And you know, just giving you guys some different content and stuff like that or whatever. And so I don't expect much when I go out. We're going to be using these rollers right here. Like I was saying, like I don't do too much when I go out. And I also don't go out to meet people. You know, I used to do that like years ago when I used to be really, really heavy. I used to be like, oh my God, I hope I meet someone and all of that kind of stuff. Now, you know, I'm more confident in who I am. And I also know and understand, like, going out to social events, it's not always about meeting men. It's also a great opportunity to network with people as well, you know? And so, I think it's just because of my mindset. I'm not trying to meet anybody, but I always like to look great. I always like to dress really, really well. And I think because of that, like, I meet a lot of people. So tonight, they was on your girl. I did meet one guy, and I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think I seen this guy a long time ago. I was at a Texans game, and I remember seeing this guy, and he was like really, really like dark skin, like really nice skin. He had glasses, and he was dressed really, really nice. And he was just like so well put together at that Texans game. And it's like, I never forgot him or whatever. Like, I was like, damn, that was a good looking guy. And I honestly believe that's the guy I met tonight, because he was like, I'm like, this has to be the same guy or whatever. And so he came up to me and he was just like, oh, you know, can I get your number? He was like, I have to leave and go to work. Can I get your number before I leave? And I was like, okay, or whatever. And then I ended up meeting somebody else, another guy. He had such a like fun personality. We gonna see, you know what I'm saying? Because I do think that sometimes different environments can change, and it can change people and shape them a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? Like when people be out drinking, baby, the inhibitions be low. if not completely, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just don't have as many inhibitions. And I'm not implying that they were drunk, but people just be different in social environments. So we'll see. But overall, I had a really, really fun time. It was so freaking crowded in there. Oh my gosh, it was a lot of people in there. But I also think, you know, it had a lot to do with just the weather. Y'all, it is, oh my gosh, it's so freaking hot outside. And not that I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I do think that, you know, climate control might have something to do with the fact that why it's so hot in Houston in December. It is, y'all, it is hot and it's humid. It's just, it's like July, a July night out there. But yeah, so that was fun. But girl, getting back to the scene or whatever, what you say, back on the scene, crispy and clean, girl. It was so many. When I tell you, people were sending drinks to the table left and right. Ooh, I loved it. But I'm not like a drinker like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm kind of like a one and done girl, y'all. I'm a one hit quitter. And so I had a lemon drop, and girl, they was making them drinks super, super strong. And so I was like, yeah, this is gonna be. So I kind of nursed my drink all night. As far as like the age, you know, it was a mixed crowd. Like I said, typically like that spot, it just seems like everybody, you know, if you're a certain age, I'm gonna say like 40 and up. Those are the people who kind of get out. They want to do Sunday fun day. They want to get out at about 5, and then they want to be gone at 9. At 9 is when the party start jumping, girl. That's when all the children start coming out. So it was like a lot of young kids. Well, not kids, but you guys know what I mean. Significantly younger than I would prefer. And that's when the crowd get a little bit more rowdy, and you know, that's just not the environment I want to be in. But overall, it was a really, really fun night. I'm glad I got out. And that's crazy that like she had invited me out to this thing on earlier this week. She invited me to that jazz event. And I don't know, my premonition lately has been like, Rochelle, you need to start getting out of the house a little bit more. And I'm glad that I did, you know, get out of my comfort zone. But girl, because y'all know me, like, I'm glad that old Bessie is back up and running or whatever. But I am in my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I do enjoy being home or whatever. And then, girl, I be getting a little overstimulated. Like, when we were at my sister's house, we were having so much fun, and girl, before you know it, y'all, I went and sat in the car. I'm not gonna lie, we was having fun, but I started getting a little bit overstimulated. So I went and sat in the car, and girl, everybody started coming outside looking for me or whatever. And they was like, what are you doing? I was like, I needed a break. And so another one of my family members, they want to do something for to bring the new year in, but oh, y'all, I'm tired. I've had, you know, since November, you know, I did Thanksgiving, we did Christmas, I went out tonight, and so my social battery is dwindling or whatever. But yeah, girls, but I do, every time I, you know, do something to get out of my comfort zone or do the hard thing, that's what I'm trying to say. Every time I do the hard thing, I feel really, really proud of myself, because honestly, me getting out and doing stuff that I'm not used to doing, it's hard for me, you know, very, very hard for me or whatever. But I was listening to this girl today, and she was giving a psychoanalyst, she was analyzing things on a psychological level. That's what I'm trying to say. And she was saying, like, you grow when you force yourself to do the hard things. Hey girls, y'all, I'm over here getting all of my jewelry and stuff put up, and I just came from downstairs to get a cup of coffee. Girl, everybody like is hanging out downstairs in like loungewear and pajamas and stuff, and I'm like, what is going on? But I don't know if it has anything to do with last night, the lights going out or whatever. So it was just this big boom or whatever, right? after that, the lights completely went out. But yeah, so I'm like, well, maybe some of the units didn't get power right away, so maybe that's why it's a lot of people down there. But yeah, girls, I was tired last night too. But you know what? I did not sleep well last night. I was very restless for some reason. So when I woke up this morning, I just was not feeling, you know, rejuvenated. And maybe that's just because y'all know I'm used to being in the house. So yeah, I don't even know if I gave you guys like an overview of our family Christmas or whatever. If I didn't, we had a blast. It was a lot of fun. I did get a little overstimulated. I don't know why I feel like I said this already. Gosh. But anyway, if I didn't, I got a little overstimulated. Not because it was like arguing or anything like that, but I don't know. We were having fun, but girl, I just went to find. Yes, I did say this already. I think I told y'all this, so scratch all of that. But yeah, girls, oh my gosh. So the new year is approaching, and I don't typically do New Year's resolutions or anything like that. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared to set specific goals for 2026 because, you know, 25 was a rough one. But I think for the most part, I want to become a lot more consistent in everything I do, not just YouTube, but just everything, you know? So that's something that I would like to focus on, is just being more consistent. Oh my God, y'all look. Oh gosh, this is so pretty. But girl, last night after my charm bracelet broke, oh girl, my feelings were so hurt. This is literally like my favorite bracelet. So yeah, okay, I think I see what happened. Okay, all right, so yeah, one of the clasps came loose. And it was this purple one right here, because that purple one is the one that keeps the entire bracelet together. And then there is a lock and a key on here. So it looks like this right here, this little key, this locks into one of the charms. And so it loops around. So that's probably what happened. Yep. Oh, y'all, you see? Y'all, let me fix my bracelet really quick and get it, you know, back to its original state, and then I'll give you guys a call back. Hey girls, y'all, we are now headed back towards the house. I did stop at a couple of pawn shops to see if they had any cameras. You know, we're just looking right now, but I would like a new camera at some point. You know, I still have the Sony at home. Of course, we use the DJI, but you know, it gets a little wonky from time to time, but it gets the job done. But anyway, so we got out the house a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, girls, I'm dealing with a little bit of overstimuli, just a little bit. I cannot lie. I'm a little bit, you know, that was a lot of socialization for the kid. And speaking of which, girls, all of the fellas, for the most part, that we met have been blocked. And that's because, unfortunately, a lot of men are just way too sexual for me.
Trust somebody, you get this done to you. All they want to do to you is all they want to do. Trust somebody before. This is all they want to do. This is all they want.
And I just be thinking, like, a man that's that sexual, like, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts about that type of stuff. Like, you are already talking about sex. You don't know shit about me. I just met you. I'm a very realistic woman. You guys know that. I'm very realistic. And I don't have these big misconceptions about who I am. I know who I am. I'm not a special snowflake. There is, to me, as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing about me that I feel that would make a man just be would lack so much in his discipline and in his self-respect and dignity that would just make him talk like that to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a man that is that overtly sexual with people he just met, that's just who you are, and that's just what you do. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, if you pull that fool, if you pull this my chart, baby, he probably got every alphabet on there. HPV, HIV, BV, girl, you name it, that fool probably had. We're gonna call him alphabet soup. Sexual alphabet soup. I just lose so much respect for men who are perpetually lustful. A man who's not taking any time to vet you. So the guy that I was telling y'all that I think I saw years ago at the Texans game that was really, really attractive, and then I met him, we actually met and exchanged numbers or whatever. Y'all, that guy ended up being a freaking creep. We had one phone call, one conversation, and he was like, well, I just want to do nice things for you. I just want to take care of you. I just, want to spoil you and make your life easy. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you don't know anything about me. And then he started talking about his biggest problem is he attracts a lot of takers. So my question to him was, if you attract a lot of takers, you in some way are breeding or fostering an environment for those takers to come in, because I haven't asked you for anything and you immediately started leading with all of these things. You know what I'm saying? These gestures of grandeur, all of these things, unless he was future faking. And future faking, or either you can call it future faking or love bombing, whichever one you want to choose. And that's when a man starts to tell you all of these grand things he wants to do with you, and they'll strategically throw in the word we. Y'all be careful about that. We're like, yeah, we. Nigga, I don't speak French. But anyway, so he was just saying all of this. I just want to spoil you, and and I just want to take care of you mentally and emotionally, and baby, and mentally, emotionally, and physically. Y'all know, once he said physically, baby, the phone call was up. I was like, okay, well, I'm getting sleepy. I'll talk to you later, because it ain't gonna be no physical. Nothing physical is going on over here. The only physical that's happening is you going to the doctor. That's the only physical you need to be worried about, because I'm pretty sure that thing probably swole up like a sweet potato. Y'all know how I be talking about. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going off on the deep end. I'm just saying, like, a man that is perpetually sexual, something has got to be wrong with a man like that. And this, guys, is not a man that is young. This man is well into his 40s. So anyway, he was talking. I hope I ain't have lipstick on my teeth this whole time. I'm sorry, lip gloss. But anyway, so I got off the phone with him or whatever because I was just turned off. So no big deal. I didn't reach out to him the next day. Obviously, I'm not going to reach out to him the next day, but he reached out to me. We exchanged pleasantries or whatever. He was like, oh, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm fine. How are you doing? He says, I'm doing great. And he says, can I ask you a question? Ask. Before the grammar police come down to the comment section. And I was like, okay, sure. He sends me approximately 70 pictures. Well, I'm sorry, not 70. I'm over exaggerating. 7 to 8 pictures of himself, just in different, different things going on. One picture was him. One picture was him at the gym. Another picture was him with no shirt on. Another picture was him driving in his car with them fucking blue blocker glasses on. The next picture was him down to the thing with that tight ass church suit on, looking like an Easter egg. Now, don't get me wrong, baby, this man is fine. He is fine. But I knew when he started sending me them pictures, he was probably looking for my seal of approval. So I'm gonna be honest with, I did not say anything once he started sending all them pictures. So then after he sent all them pictures, girl, you gonna die when I tell you this. Why that fool gonna talking about, I just want to come home to you. I want to bath you, not bathe. I want to bath you. Bath you, girl. I want to bath you. So I'm just like, so I didn't say anything because number one, you done already gave me your special sauce. And what I mean by that is like, any man that send you that amount of pictures, to me, I be feeling like men will do that so they can see if you really remember how they look. Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I just want to make sure she know, that I'm probably, mixed with just a little bit of ugly, just a little bit or whatever. And I'm not saying ugly physically. I'm saying his actions were ugly. Anybody that's ready to jump into bed as soon as they meet you is ugly. That's a very ugly action. So anyway, girl, so I still didn't say nothing. So then after I didn't say anything about him wanting to bath me, not bathe, but bath me, he was like, am I wrong? So I still didn't say anything. So once I did not say anything, girl, all I kept seeing, you know how them little texting bubbles be, so girl, he really started texting a lot after that. Just, am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for saying that? And he was, I can like sense him getting anxious, you know what I'm saying? So of course I never responded, and ultimately I just blocked him because I was just too turned off. I was like, baby, I don't know what you was looking for, but this right here, this is not that. And it just made me think about the type of women that I'm like, what kind of woman is falling for these shenanigans, falling for this sexual salacious debauchery that you have to offer? Okay, so that happened. We blocked him. Then another guy that I met, girl, he was like, oh, let me turn this light on so you can see me, girl, so we can, you know what I'm saying? We see each other. But anyway, so he texted me and he was like, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm fine, or whatever. And then he asked me something, and I think it was something like, how's your day going? And I said, cold. And he talking about, man, I ain't shit. I should be over there warming you up. Y'all, it is early in the morning. And I'm like, wait a minute. How did we go from good morning, how are you, how's your day going, to you coming over here and warming me up? So of course I blocked him, no conversation. And I'm just like, what's wrong with these guys? But it is what it is. I just feel like sometimes, and I'm not saying all the time, because I don't want nobody being down to the comment section, I met my husband at a club. I get that, but sometimes I feel like when you meet people in certain environments, where there's a lot of like, you know what, I was going to say, when there's like a lot of drinking and stuff like that, then people's inhibitions are low. And I get that. However, the next day, once the, liquor has settled in and you're kind of whatever, then you are truly who you are. You know what I mean? And so I was going to say maybe that environment fosters certain behaviors, but I don't believe that. I take that back, because I feel like you are inevitably who you are. And if you are someone that is so comfortable talking so sexually and you lack so much sexual discipline, because these are the conversations you're comfortable having. And then too, girls, people do what works for them. And so if you've always led with sex and you still doing it at 48, 50 years old, you've been doing this and it's been working. And then too, I was like, okay, well, let me finish my thought. It's been working, and eventually you're going to run into somebody who's going to be okay with that. So for these types of men, it's a numbers game. So don't ever feel bad about blocking somebody, because they don't care, because they just going to run up the next batch. You know what I'm saying? They probably go out, get a whole bunch of numbers and run through that batch. And then they get 2 dummies. It's probably only 2 dummies per batch. And they batches probably consists of about 24 to 36. 24 to 36 women, and of those batches, they get 2 dummies. And so from those 2 dummies, they probably put them in a little pile and then throw all the good ones back, and then they go over and they do it all over again till they have a dozen of dummies. You know what I'm saying? A dozen of dummies that's down for debauchery. I mean, because that has to be it. And I'm going to even go as far as saying 10%. So if you, 10%. 10% of 24. So 10% of 24 is 2.4. So it's 2 definite dummies, and then 0.4 is a woman that's wavering. That's a woman that's like, I don't know. I mean, he did say he gonna buy me some. Listen, girls, purse first, okay? Purse first. That's our mantra. If you have a guy that's telling you all of this shit that they want to do for you, I just want to make your life easy. I just want to do so many things for you. I want to spoil you. Fool sounded like Lenny. Y'all remember when Lenny was like, getting lonely? But anyway, okay, I'm sorry, I digress. But all I'm saying, I know that fool probably at home getting lonely, because I know it ain't that many women that's going for the bullshit. But anyway, I just feel like when a man starts to tell you, I just want to do this for you and make your life easy. Okay, so here's my Cash App and here's my Zelle. To me, it shouldn't be a whole bunch of song and dancing conversation. And then he was just like, well, what do you need? What do you need? And it's like, okay, you didn't already said something about a physical need. Something naturally for me, I'm not about to tell you what I need, because this sounds very transactional. And I'm like, if you were looking for a whore, it was many whore sections down to the lounge. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sitting in the whore section. It was plenty of whores there that you could have got with you, but you came over there messing with me. But anyway, girl, so I just feel like purse first. Run me something down to the Cash App or to the Zelles if you really trying to make my life easy. If you really trying to make my life easy, it's not going to be this whole song and dance and conversation about what you want to do. It's not. But I think a lot of, some people don't know the game, and they just get, some people just get overtaken by being love bombed or future faking because they don't really know the game. So they'll get sucked up by that. For me, I'm all about action. You know what I'm saying? Purse first. Put some money in this purse. Put some money where your mouth is. Take them damn fingers. Take them old fat, wide, dusty fingers of yours and type up my Cash App information and press send on that bitch. But the fact that as a man, in a sense, it's like you're leading with sex, or I would say he was leading with his money, but you're not leading with your money, because none of your money parted from you. There was no departure of the money. All you did was run your gums. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, girl, so he's out. He's been 86 or whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just amazing to me. Like, y'all, girls, we have been in the house for 30 years and 30 months and 30 years and 30 months, 30 days and 30 nights. We have been in the house. We have not literally gone anywhere this year. Where have we gone this year? Nowhere. Down to the living room, the bedroom, and the kitchen. That's it. And the bathroom. We have, and it's like, after all of this time of being in the house, we get out and we go out, and this is like the caliber of guys that are out. But of course, I'm not surprised. But it's just a cautionary tale that lets you know, like, you can be off of the scene and not really be social or be out there like that. And I'm telling you, you can stay in your house and then you can decide to go out. But the same experiences that have been out there will be out there or whatever. And so the same type of guys, they're going to be in certain environments. And so it's no surprise. And so it's just one of those things, like, I would say it depends on where you go. Well, we went to, that was a pretty decent lounge, but also I was not going to meet anybody. That was not my goal. Y'all know this about me. I don't get dressed to be like, oh, it's going to be some men there. Like, I don't do that, because I meet people everywhere I go. But the odds of me even exchanging numbers with someone are slim to none. Well, okay, let me not say that. I'll give anybody my number, because ultimately, girls, the goal is to make it home safe. And I'm not finna put myself in a position where you feel like you've been rejected and disrespected in front of people, and now you want to retaliate and tear my wig off and my teeth and my titties off of me. No, we're not doing that. So I'm probably, because I can always get away and just delete your number and not respond. However, it was some very attractive men out Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it was some good looking men out. I met some really attractive guys, but I don't give a damn how attractive you are. I'm just turned off by overly sexual men who lack discipline. Because if you lack discipline in a sexual regard, you're gonna lack discipline in other areas of your life. More than likely, you're lacking discipline financially. You're lacking discipline in so many different places. And a man that's led by his penis is not a man that can lead me. And so I'm just like, whatever. And then, okay, let me say this, and I swear, I'm going to be off my soapbox. To me, if you've gotten to, I'm going to say at least to your mid 40s and older, you should know what kind of women are going for the bullshit that you putting out there. There should be key characteristics and key personality traits and just key things, key indicators that let you know, okay, well, this the kind of woman. You should have already developed a strategy to determine and pinpoint the kind of women that's going to go for what you're offering. And if you took the time to develop a strategy, you would know good and damn well that I wasn't in that category. There is nothing about me that's saying I'm gonna let a man lie to me over the text message and we're gonna be down to the bed a couple of hours later. But whatever, I'm not a man, so I'll never really fully understand how they think. The only thing that I do know is that every man that has attempted to approach me in the way that they did had me so fucked up. That's the only thing I know. The only thing I know is that all of y'all had me fucked up, because it's not happening. But anyway, girls, I need to go in the house real quick and get the cart, because I kind of, girl, I bought a whole bunch of stuff at Aldi that I didn't plan on buying. But anyway, I need to go run in here and get the cart, because this shit is heavy, or this stuff is heavy. I'm gonna stop cussing, y'all. I'm sorry, girls. I'm not gonna cuss no more in this whole vlog. I was just very just like not really concerned, but just really disappointed about how forward these guys are when it comes to sex, and how careless they are, and how it's like, it seems that you don't care about your sexual health. You don't even care about soul ties. Let's throw sexual health out the building, because you probably got all types of things anyway. But the fact that you're not even thinking even more in depth than that, beyond the physical part of it, the soul tie, you're not thinking spiritually or anything. You don't know what you're doing. You just giving it out. All right, girls, I put everything up from the grocery store. I was gonna make a snack plate with y'all, but girl, it's getting a little bit late and I have to start editing this vlog. So I would have came back and talked to y'all earlier, but I had to edit a sponsorship, and so I got that done. And yeah, but today is December the 30th, so tomorrow being the 31st, and we have less than 48 hours left in this year. And so I am so proud of myself. This year was all about me completely just healing, overcoming depression. This has been one of my toughest years, but so many amazing things came out of this year, like having my friends and my family as a community, just having them show up for me in ways that I just could not imagine. And it just feels great to say that your community showed up for you. You guys showed up. Yeah, your community showed up for you. You guys showed up for me, and I am so grateful. I just cannot believe the amazing bombshells that I have, and I know that it is nothing but a reflection of who I am, but it's still a flex. I'm happy that I was able to overcome depression. This is the first time in a very long time that I hope I don't, girl, it's always me worried about having lip gloss on my teeth. But anyway, this year, like I was saying, has been the first year that I've not dealt with seasonal depression. And that is like my biggest accomplishment, not hiding from the world, hiding under hiding under my covers and afraid to face the world, just because the holidays were approaching. We got 2 for 2, and what I mean by that is, not only did I spend Thanksgiving with my family, I spent Christmas with my family, so that's huge. I overcame my depression. It's been a tough, oh my God, it has been tough, but I definitely can say that I've probably battled depression for maybe like the last 2 years, and so I've overcome that. I've overcome some internal battles just with forgiving myself, and really forgiving people who have hurt me and maybe there was not a conversation, but just forgiving the actions against me or whatever, I got closer to God. I saw how successful you can be when you fast and when you pray and when you journal. I saw how you can heal and manifest in, you know, just in nature, and how you can manifest in water. I saw God answering so many prayers. You know, again, it's been a tough year. Me just not understanding some of the things that happened, like, you know, no longer doing the consulting thing, you know, career consultations, and driving Uber, which you guys know that was one of the highlights of my year. Losing my car was so tough. You know, so two major losses: losing something that I absolutely love, which was career consulting, and that door closing, as well as being without my car for 6 months. But I know God has and will always have a bigger purpose for me. Although I may not understand it now, He always will. But, you know, in the midst of, you know, just all of that loss and having to literally be home and homebound for 6 months, in the midst of that, the relationships I built and the closeness that I gained with my family has been great, allowing my friends to step in and help me, and overcoming the shame of needing help, you know what I'm saying? And it says so much, like, wow, people really, you know, people really care about me, and that just makes me so happy. And so, man, I'm just grateful. This has just been, it's been the toughest year of my life, but look at how it's ending. It's ending with me having a smile on my face. Baby, I didn't cry so many nights. I cried so many tears, but it wasn't one of them over a man, girl, you know. So, and now I'm forever gonna say that, like, saying like you've been through a lot and you cried so much, but none of that was due to any type of like relationship crap or whatever. So it just shows me that there's always a bigger picture and a bigger plan. God always has something bigger for you. And it also taught me, like, don't waste your time and tears and emotions on small things, because I had a lot of big mountains to climb, and you know, we still do. But as we approach 2026, it is my prayer that God does bless me with more sponsorship opportunities, that my platform does grow. I'm able to take my content to another level. I'm able to show up, not just take it to another level, but show up consistently. Like, if I had it my way, I would absolutely be showing up 3 times a week. And so I think for me, the next thing that I would like to work on within myself is still fighting, you know, fighting against those times where I'm not necessarily depressed, but I just don't want to talk. Like, that's my next thing. And so even, you know, having those days where I don't feel like talking, I think I just want to challenge myself to pick up the camera and talk, even if it's just for 15 minutes, even if I never upload it. And so that's something that I would like to work on as well. But man, like, look at how the year started. Look at the progression of the year, and look at how it is ending. And so I am so grateful. I wish that you guys are, my wish for you guys is that you are able to accomplish all of your goals and your dreams, and you know, everything that you set forth for yourself. It's been a tough year for all of us. And so whoever, you know, if whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it be new career opportunities, a new home, love, a relationship, I pray that not only do you get those things, but you are successful in, you know, maintaining those things as well. Or should I say maintaining? Should we use the word maintaining? You know what? I don't want to say maintaining. I'm going to say, I pray that you get those things and that you are successful in the growth of those things, and that they go into a positive direction. Yeah, let's say that. But yeah, girls, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. And I feel so happy and just so grateful for everything. But yeah, girls, Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey.